Hey guys, it's Carrie the Paper Monkey. I have a short vintage book haul for you today. And again, I'm super excited about it. Came across a few children's books that were really unique, I thought, and just wanted to share what I found with you. The first one, we're going to jump right in. The first one is a Tell-a-Tale book. As you can see, Whitman is the company. And just so you know, I've recently learned that back in the day, Whitman was like the company for board games. So if you come across any board games and they have the Whitman logo on them, you're going to find some great finds in that include like paper money and things like that. I'm still on the hunt for that. I'm excited and hope that I can come across that. This book is called Especially from Thomas. And it is a 1970 copyright date. Again, Whitman Tell-All. But look how cute the images are in this book. And then they have actually some real illustrations, right? Not just the hand-drawn or cartoon type illustrations. Just kind of neat. I thought it was different, right? But just so cute. I love the images in this book. This book I'm super excited about. I almost passed it up. It didn't. I tend to look, of course, like everybody else, at the spines of books. And if they look old, then I'm going to pull it. But this was buried underneath a whole stack. So I'm glad I took the time. This is called the Golden Library of Knowledge, or this is from the Golden Library of Knowledge, called Birds of the World. This book is copyright 1958, and it was a discarded library book. So I'm glad that I found it, and I'm going to bring some new life back to it. This, again, it's a 1958 copyright. But wait till you see some of the illustrations. Illustrations are by 3 different people: Arnold Ryan, James Irvin, and Arthur Singer. And the pages, the paper itself is very similar to the Edith Holden book that I recently got. If you haven't watched that video, go back and give it a watch, because Edith Holden's illustrations, if you're not familiar with her, I wasn't until I started junk journaling. They are spectacular. But just the education that's included in here is just tremendous. So many things you can do with junk journaling in this book. And like I said, repurposing it, giving it, bringing life back into it. I don't know. I'm not opposed to making this entire book itself a junk journal and not just making ephemera from the images of it. I mean, look at everything's so glossy nowadays. You don't see things like this. Look at this feather. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not going to flip through every page, but it's worth flipping through every page. I'm thrilled with this find. Okay, and then we'll go on to this book. This was so interesting to me. I remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, of course, from the movie. And this, of course, Ian Fleming. Remember Ian Fleming? Ian Fleming, 007 Ian Fleming, same person. Wild Adventures of a Spirited British Family. Who knew, right? This copyright on this book is 1964. And the reason that I got this book, again, was for the images. They are stunning. Let me see if I can find one real specific. But look how interesting. They're all black and white, too, by the way. They're all black and white. Love the images in this book. There's something in the very front, too, I think it's worth mentioning. A note for the observant reader, and it talks about the conversion of English money to American money. It says that you would need to know that within the context of this book. Isn't this so cool? I thought that was so neat. Now, this book is not an old book. It is a reproduction. But when I looked it up, this is my first introduction to Kate Greenaway. Kate Greenaway, the original book was put out in 1880. So I can't even imagine what some of the, like if this was a hardcover, it reminds me of what Edith Holden's reproduction could be if I would go get a hardcover book. But look at the images in this book. And the content of the book is actually really interesting. It's all the games they played back in the 1800s and how they play them. Really, it's really, really cool. But these are perfect journal cards. If you do that, if you like that Victorian style junk journal. And of course I do. I've never made one, but maybe one day. But this is perfect. These images would be perfect for that. Love this book. Now, here's the last find for today. This is, of course, Curious George, as you can see. However, this book is a 1969 copyright. Yeah. Full page color images, seen better days, but my thoughts are, I've been looking for some full page color images that I could turn the page into an envelope. There's some projects out there, some junk journalers out there that do that, and I've been watching them, and I think they're lovely. I just think that the envelopes are lovely. I've made a couple, not on camera, but I am thinking about doing a whole video on making envelopes out of book pages. Not just this book pages, but doing like different size book pages. Trying my hand at it. Since I'm new, I'm not a seasoned journaler, I thought maybe it would be, something of interest for people. This would be a great envelope, I think. Anyway, so that's it for today's haul. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching through. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button on my channel. It helps, of course, it helps my channel grow. And if you're interested in more content of mine, go ahead and hit subscribe. Again, we'll see you later. I hope everybody has a great week. Thanks, guys.